In the 70s, these three lawyers were deeply critical of West Germany's political establishment. Their lives over the past 4 decades is the subject of Birgit Schulz's fascinating new film.
Otto Schily, former Interior Minister of the reunited Germany. Hans Christian Ströbele, the left-leaning voice of the Green Party. Horst Mahler, right-wing extremist and Holocaust denier. Today, it's hard to believe that these men, who are all lawyers, used to share the same ideals. A photo of the three from the early 70s inspired director Birgit Schulz's newest documentary.
When I saw the photo, it was clear that when it was taken in 1972, the three were close. When we think of Schily, Mahler and Ströbele nowadays, they certainly don't have much in common anymore. I just kept thinking, it's remarkable how these three became such different people.
The three lawyers worked closely together throughout the early 1970s. One of them, Horst Mahler, was charged with aiding left-wing terrorist Andreas Baader's escape from jail. His colleagues Otto Schily and Hans Christian Ströbele served as Mahler's legal defense. All three worked to challenge West Germany's political establishment. Ströbele and Mahler founded the Socialist Lawyers Collective in Berlin. They, like Schily as well, considered themselves to be the legal arm of the political left.
We saw ourselves on the side of the extra-parliamentary movement, which we should support, and on the side of socialists, or pushing for socialism.
The film tells the story of the three men, who initially seemed to travel a common path. That is, until Horst Mahler went underground, co-founding the Red Army faction, or RAF, with the left-wing terrorists Andreas Baader, Gudrun Ensslin and Ulrike Meinhof. Schily and Ströbele defended members of the terrorist group, which led some circles to see the pair as criminals themselves.
It's a bizarre situation. You do your job as a defense lawyer, and then it's considered a crime.
The documentary depicts the divergent life stories of the three lawyers. Schily and Ströbele eventually turned to politics and helped shape the early days of the Green Party in Germany. Meanwhile, Horst Mahler did the opposite. He became an ardent right-wing extremist and Holocaust denier and was eventually jailed for violating the law against public incitement.
I don't think I've gone from left to right or from right to left. Rather, it was a certain progression that seemed logical.
It's a tragedy.
We
depicted it that way too, of course, and the way I see it, there's definitely some irrationality and insanity there.
Birgit Schulz succeeded in bringing all three before the camera for the unique film, including the former Interior Minister. Once a member of the Greens, Otto Schily joined the Social Democrats and spent the late 90s working for tougher security laws.
It's true I sought power, but I'm not one to overvalue it. Idiots are the only ones who don't change. People try to argue that security is incompatible with the rule of law. On the contrary, it's the cardinal duty of a legitimate state to provide security for its citizens.
Otto Schily, a German Interior Minister, and Horst Mahler, a Holocaust denier. They met one another once more in 2002 before Germany's Constitutional Court, Mahler representing the right-wing NPD, and Schily as the minister working to ban the party altogether. Schily does not discuss his former colleague's transition to neo-Nazi, and the film provides no answers, nor does it seek to judge.
For me personally, it's not so important to understand every detail. I think it's important to understand the larger context and the bigger picture, and to make people think.
The Lawyers, a German story, is a collage of fragments. Yet it is a powerful and thought-provoking account of individual lives and implicitly an entire period of history.